This is the audience for the speech Who Am I by Liz Johnson. For those of you who ever have gone to camp or had a child who goes to camp, you might be able to relate to this story I'm about to tell you. There was a little girl who was so excited about the fact that she was about to be able to go to camp for a whole week by herself, it filled her to the top. From the very moment from the registration line on that sunny June day all the way to that evening when she was getting ready for bed, she was so excited about being able to be on her own for a whole week by herself. Then it hit her. The ice of fear that had gripped her heart time and again when she would try to spend the night at a friend's house, that she was not going to be able to see her dad or hear his voice until the following week, absolutely, totally encased her in fear. She then lay in bed trying to overcome this fear on her own, but it was no use. The tears began to fall, whether she chose to hold them back or not. The more she thought about it, the more her stomach ached, and the more that she wanted to be able to hear her dad's voice. As time went on during that night, she then gave in and went and got her teacher, who was her counselor as well, and told her that her stomach ached. Her counselor then took her to the nurse's cabin where she confessed that she didn't want to have anything to do with her stomach, but it had to do with that she wanted to talk to her dad. This homesickness she would battle for years of her life. But after talking to her dad for that night, she was 100% for the rest of the week. Hi, my name is Liz Johnson, and I was that little girl. I've been a long way since that first night at camp, but from where I was to who I am now, you can be able to see that there are years of growth in between. Let me give you a little bit more on my past so that you know where I was and how I got to where I am. First, when I was in my first grade through senior year in my high school, I was homeschooled. But prior to that, I had been enrolled in a private Christian school in kindergarten. During that kindergarten years, though, I was picked on and also had slid backwards in my learning. Mainly the reason why my parents chose to enroll me back at home was because of the sliding backwards in my schoolwork. Over the years, for the first few years with being at home, my mom and I would have battles again and again over schoolwork, mainly reading. I hated reading with a passion, and she knew it. But as time went on, we then moved out to the Corbett area, which is where my mom's hometown was. From there on, I went and was enrolled part-time in the high school, where I would then be involved in sports, theater, music, and over time during high school, I did all of this, which then taught me time management. I didn't want to choose one over the other because each of them held an importance to me. Another key component in my life has been the fact that I chose to be able to